A little update on the garden. That's pretty, isn't it? Of course you can't eat it, but anyhow, back to the veggies. You can see how well the Swiss chard is doing. It's ticking over. And since we've had a little bit of sunshine, the zucchinis are coming along. And for whatever reason, looks like a tomato plant has just decided to appear in the middle of nowhere, look. Right there. Anyhow. And the other zucchini plant is here. As you can see, some nice flowers as well. Then we'll go down and have a look at the peas. Oh. There we go. See, they're doing well. We've had quite a few already. When they were smaller, we just ate the pea pods. Now they're growing into real peas. We've got another batch at the other end of the garden that's coming along as well. And here are the beetroot. Not beetroot, what am I talking about? The Brussels sprouts. And the way you can tell if they're coming along, you look right in the middle of the leaf by the stalk. You can see a little Brussels sprout starting to come out. But they've got a few weeks to go yet. And they actually say that the Brussels sprouts really need the first frost of the year to be good. Which means they've got forever. Oh. Now we come along to the broad beans and calabrese. Broad beans are coming along really nice. And there's the corn, the one only corn, sweet corn. And there are the broad beans doing really well. I have to get down there and pick some soon. The beetroot, which is in the middle of here somewhere, is not doing so well. Probably because it's not getting a lot of sunshine. But the Calabrese is doing tremendously well. We've already had 3 of them. And it hasn't really made much of a gap. Look at them all. Looking really nice. And then the row of French beans and the row of peas are all now climbing up all these bamboo poles. At least they're meant to be. Let me hook this one in. But they're doing real well. The rhubarb, which it's in there now. Rhubarbs desperately need to pick a few of those stalks. And the apple tree is full of apples. Now I've only got the one apple tree though. The gooseberries are small, but starting to look really nice. Look. Apparently these are the red variety, intermingled with red currants. We've already picked dozens of them. Obviously we need to pick a lot more because they're starting to dry out on the branches all over the place, these things. They're absolutely full of them. All over the place. And if you see just in there, maybe if I go up a bit down. Well, I don't know if you can see, it's such a small screen on this video. But either way, there's even more raspberries growing and more berries. For some unknown reason, the black currants, that vine seems to have disappeared. I think it must have got pulled up with weeding by mistake, because I used to have 2 black currants as well, but they're gone. Okay, the last of the lettuce, still good for the occasional leaf, and tomato plants. As I say, I couldn't get in here earlier in the year, so they never got cut back and trimmed. Some more Swiss chard and some bolted pak choi. Lots and lots of tomatoes. Needless to say, all green at this moment. But it's lovely and warm in here. See, this is what I should have been doing. Pulling bits off like that. See? This plant doesn't look very healthy. Oh, I don't know, they're coming along. But we've got a different mix of tomatoes. I didn't realise that. I thought they were all one variety when I bought them. But it looks more like an heirloom. This one here. Can you see it? This big old fella. And it looks like there might be another heirloom plant down here, because you can see that tomato. Definitely looks like an heirloom. Shame I didn't get a chance to trim these back, or whatever they call it, you know, where you pull the little leaves out of the joints. Like that one in here. That shouldn't be there. It's got to go. And another one's up here. Bit late to be doing it now though, but... and I end up with green fingernails. So hopefully, with the greenhouse now, they should start turning red soon. And it's really hot in this greenhouse, which of course it's meant to be. Keep it warm. Thankfully they installed these grab rails that allowed me to get down this step to get into the greenhouse, and it sure as hell helps going back up there. Look at the size of that Calabrese. It's enormous. Oh. Well, that's basically it so far. Still busy, but it will get eaten, or certainly if not given away for somebody else to eat. Oh look, dragonfly just landed on the top of that bamboo pole. Anyhow, that's it so far.